Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. It's definitely time we did a price update on reserve rights. It's been a few days now and it's starting to trickle up. It's coming out of that level of resistance. So what we'll do now is take a look at some key levels where you could potentially invest, where you could look to take profit, and then some accumulation zones. So let's get cracking. We'll start by taking a look at Bitcoin first, which is malingering around this region here, around 40, well, just under 47k. Couple of things are going to either happen. We're going to dump down to this region here and do a complete Bart Simpson at around 45k, or we're going to just bust up and break through this 48k area. If that does happen, alts are going to fly. But let's start on reserve rights. I want to go back to the 3-day time frame here. In fact, we'll look at a weekly. It just looks a bit better. There we go. Have a bit of a zoom out. So last time we did a video, I said, look, if you look back to August of 2020. We had this consolidation period, we had a breakout and a reconsolidation and a push up to new all-time highs up at around, what did we hit, 11.8 cent, major retracement since. We did a 90% pullback, but we've come back into that demand zone that was in last time. Let's get out a green box because that's no longer valid. For me, we are now in the period where we should be looking bullish. Things are starting to look good. I'm expecting the same move as last time, but I think I'm going to aim a lot higher. I think this has got a good 20 cent in it, this run. Whether that's in the next few months or within the next year or two, who knows, but it's definitely coming. Currently, we are rejecting off this level of resistance. If we just have a bit of a zoom in, we can see here was a clear area of support, deviation, clear level of resistance, and that's where we've come back up to now. We are literally bang on that level of resistance. If we're looking for some buys and the market does get a shakeout, because like I did say, potentially Bitcoin could have that dump and perform yield Bart Simpson. If it did, we could have a look at a potential move like this. So looking at the entire move from the bottom to the top, if we do retrace, then we're going to use this Fibonacci to our advantage and have a look at some key levels. This is a key level here at 1.67 cent. Look at all this buying support here. Every time we hit here, we've got a great reaction to the upside. And then same again here. We've got a reaction until we did sell off. So I think if you're looking for some buys, this is at region 1.67. So that's 0.167. That's an area, personally, I would be targeting. And if we did get a continual shakeout, I'd look down here too at 0.0146. So that's an area, personally, I will be looking to buy. If we just have a bit of a zoom out again, and I want to put the moving averages on there. So I usually 50 and a 20. And what we are forming now is a potential bullish cross incoming. A lot of the major caps, for example, let's just have a look at Ethereum. Bullish cross has happened. Look at VeChain. That bullish cross has happened. And then Polkadot, exactly the same again. So the lower caps or the mid caps or whatever you want to call them, they're lagging a little bit behind. But it will come. It will come soon. Once we do get this bullish cross, will be a confirmation that we are now back in an uptrend for me. Price action needs to be trading above this moving average 50, which it is so far. When you can see, if you have a bit of a zoom in, we've got a few taps on that level there. So for me, I think that's a decent level where you could potentially buy too. If we did lose that 382 at 1.67 cent, then you would be looking to load up here around 1.6 on the dot. So that's your levels to buy. Things are looking good. We're trading back above that 50, which is what I always look for. For bullish continuation, we need to get back above that 50 and then start trading up it, which I really think we will. Levels to take profit. We are currently just below that first level there, but I mean, if you're looking for some profit levels to take, let's have a bit of a zoom in here. Obviously, you can use these Fibonacci's. I think 2 cents is going to be that first major hurdle around here. 2.2 cent, 2.5 cent, and then we can really start to look at some major levels of resistance. I've got this bit marked up here. I think that's going to be a decent level for you to target. If we put we just can cover that area here. I think that's going to be a decent level for you to target in terms of resistance. Multiple taps into it, and we did get those rejections. So that's up at around 5.6, 5.7 cent, which is quite a way off yet. If we look at that in terms of a bit of growth from current prices, you're talking a 200% move. This project is very low capitalization at a minute for what it's got coming. So for me, I think that move is definitely possible. But just be wary. RSI down here is at 75 and it is encroaching that overbought territory. I think that's why we're getting a little bit of rejection. I'm quite surprised actually the RSI is that high when we've only had a minute pump there. But it is what it is, and I think that over the course of the next few weeks and months, I think we're really going to see some great growth in that. So that's your levels to buy, levels to sell. All in all, things aren't looking too bad now. We've had a, I mean, if you zoom out, you think, Jesus Christ, it does look bad, but it's not looking too bad for me. I think once we do flip this level here, I think it's going to start to look good. And we can, I mean, if you're looking, what I will do, I'll do some more price analysis videos before we get to that, because there's a good chance a week's going to pass before we get to that. So I'll throw some more price analysis videos in, and then we'll have a look at some key areas where we could look to either accumulate or take profit on my way up. But that's that. One thing I also want to look at is a daily moving average 200. You could use that as a profit zone too. That's at around 2.8 cent. I think once you do flip back above that and start trading, things are going to be back bullish. Because if you look here, this period when I mentioned that red box of liquidity, once we do get back above this 200, we retested it here, and then we went on to rally. Usually, when the price action is trading above that 200 daily moving average, you would kind of see the price starting to continue and really start to push on and progress. And also, if you're looking for a bit of a long position, it could be a great period to do it once we do get back above there. But like I say, just put that back on. We're still below it, quite a way off it. I think we need to flip that back to the upside, and then we can really start to see some growth. So that's that pretty much covered. I'm bullish on my asset. In general, that's in terms of fundamentals. And technical analysis wise, we have got that bullish cross incoming, which for me is a great long-term perspective. I think it does give you potentially between 3 to 6 months of bullish continuation. I mean, if you looked back here, the bullish cross was around November 2020, and we didn't really get a bearish cross until May of 21. So that's around 6 months. So let's hopefully we can get 6 months of bullish price action, maybe vertical straight up, and see what the market does. But that's my thoughts on that. Just one thing before I wrap this video up, got a minute left. Just want to take a look at the BTC pairing. And I probably covered this on the last video, but what I want to do is just look at some buy zones again. It's hard on the BTC pairing because there's not too much data to analyze really. That's just due to volume. That's why them candles, you might think, what's going on with candles? That's just a lack of data. So currently we're at 41 satoshis. I did say, look, buys should be filled around 30 sats, and that's exactly what's happened. So looking at the latest move, if we go from the bottom there to the top, I think if we do get a bit of a pullback on the dollar pair, then you're going to get orders filled at 38 down to even 30 satoshis, because sometimes if Bitcoin's pulling back some market dominance, altcoins sometimes start to feel the pain. So if you're looking for orders, 38 satoshis all the way down to 30 satoshis, I think will be some decent levels for you to target. And then in terms of selling, you've got all this area around here, around 67 sats. So you could be looking for an 100% move if you want into trading satoshis from there to there. So let's see how that goes. But that's going to do it. That's it today. Track camera out. If it's dog shit, we'll get rid of it. But that's going to do it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button. I'll catch you next time.